Welcome to this face yoga session. So these are just a few of the techniques that you can include into your daily routine to not only help you have a little bit more shine in your eyes or your skin, your face, but also to drain your lymphatic system, to help your parasympathetic nervous system just kind of descend a little bit. And also to recenter and relax. We all know that we need that, even if you're not in any form of menopause. But during the perimenopause and the menopause, you need all those moments of centering that you can possibly find. All you need for this session is your hands and a little bit of vegetable oil. I don't use serums or creams during face yoga because it just goes into your face too quickly unless you're doing a very, very quick session. We don't want to be pulling the skin, we want to be allowing the skin to shine and just helping it out, if you like. So we're going to get some vegetable oil. You can choose the brand that you like the most. I'm based in France and I love the brand Oden, O-D-E-N. I think they ship outside of France. Now, you'll have to have a look. But you can use any vegetable-based, good quality oil. You could even make your own. All right. I'm just going to rub our hands together and kind of discover the magic that's already there. Yeah. So close the eyes and slow down the gestures so that you're almost not touching your hands together and you're kind of feeling that little tingle, that magic that's there. And then just let the hands come together and take a few breaths there. Notice where your hands are. Mine are in front of my heart. Just allow yourself to center. Allow yourself to feel what that center feels like. And then gently bring your hands up towards your forehead. Open the hands and let your hands slide across your forehead from the center outwards. And let your ring finger come around your eyes, just gently gliding around. And then on the cheeks, just sliding inside to out. And then the bottom part of your face, sliding in a smile from side to side. And go down a little notch so you're on the chin and the jawline. And then go down again, go down into the neck area. And then come into the neck, clavicule area. And you're going to take index and middle finger and just come behind the ears. Just find the little dips at the top of the ears there and then massage that up and down. This is a lovely way of draining everything lymphatically. Middle, bottom. Flip the hands and come down the neck. And then massage in the clavicle area here. Beautiful. Okay. Then we're going to come up to the forehead and we're going to use our ring finger. Now the ring finger has the least amount of pressure and we're just going to slide that up the 11 lines. So that's the middle of our forehead. And when I say it's got the least amount of pressure, it just means that you're not putting unwanted pressure onto your skin. Goodness knows there's enough pressure outside in the outside world, isn't there? So we're just lightening the load here. And we're just going onto the side in a slight diagonal. Just smoothing the forehead and any lines that are there, any stress that's there. I know that we've all got it. The other side. And even if we don't have it the whole time, there are moments in the day where it comes. And back to center. And then come down the nose and up the forehead. Straighten, lengthen the spine. And then release your arms down so that you can give them a little bit of a break. We're going to use our index fingers now. We're going to come onto the crow's feet here. So this is called crow's away. So we're just sliding the fingers on a diagonal and just lightly brushing over the lines that you have on the side of your face. Keep going as much as you can. I know that your shoulders might ache after a while, but just keep going for the moment. And then we're going to release. We're going to take the ring fingers again, and we're just going to tap onto the eyebrows. So you can tap in one place for a good 10-12 times before you start to move to the side. Okay, so the idea is you're going around the whole of the eye, staying on the bone, temples here. We're on the bone now, lower eye, so the top cheek. And progressively we're going to go into the upper nose. And that's it. And then you're actually going to continue tapping down the side of the nose. This is really good for lymphatic drainage. Then we're going under the cheeks. Flip all the fingers now into the entrance of where your jawline is. That's it. And then come down this great big muscle here on the side of the neck, and then into the clavicle area. This is like the drainage point here. This is where you want to kind of get rid of all of the rubbish that's in the face, right? The pollution, the stress, etc. And then come all the way down the décolleté into the middle of the chest. So all of that will help the lymphatic system drain anything down into the organs and eliminate it from the body. We're going to use the back of our hand now, and we're coming in the center of our throat area, turning the head slightly to the side. So we're really smoothing over the skin, lifting the skin, and then the other side. And then center. And then tap under the chin. And then slide along the chin and the jawline, and then let the knuckles come down this big muscle on the side. This holds lots of stress in this area, so it's quite nice to have a little massage out. And then again, massage in the clavicle area. Good. Same gesture with the back of the hands on the side of the face. Not too hard though. We just want this to be quite light. This is just lifting the skin from the bottom of the face to the cheekbone. And we're going towards the ear. Then we come back towards the mouth and along, and again, side of the mouth and along. Right hand takes over. The right hand goes in front of the ear, left ear, behind the left ear, down the neck, slide across the décolleté, and take away anything that is not needed. Same thing on the other side. So we're just shining the face here, giving it a little bit of a tonicity, tightness. Coming back to center, coming back to the ear, and again. And that's it. The left hand takes over, goes in front of the ear, goes behind the ear, slides down the neck, comes across, and we release. We're going to take index and middle finger and just flick along the cheeks. I've got my cat joining in the session now. In the middle of the cheeks here, smile so that it defines the line of your face. And then you can continue with that, or you can pinch and twist the cheeks. Give a little bit of rosy cheeks, rosy glow. Another time. Really lovely. And take that away. Do a couple of eye exercises now. So I want you to just bring the index fingers just onto the cheeks here. So you're just resting the fingers. There's no pressure here. Okay, look forwards and cover your teeth and make an O with the mouth. And then you're going to open and close your eyes really quickly. And then take that away and relax your fingers in your arms and your shoulders. And then a similar exercise, but this time the fingers are coming onto the eyebrows. Now the fingertips touch, and then you separate the fingertips. You're looking straight ahead. Relax your shoulders down. Open your eyes super wide. And then you look down. And then you try and close the eyelids down. So you're kind of resisting the closure. Okay, so you look forwards. Come down, resist. We do a third time. Look forwards, look down, Resist the closure and down. Take that away. Maybe keep your eyes closed a second. You can even start to rub your fingers and your hands together again with the eyes closed and go slowly. Feel the magic in between your hands and fingers. And maybe without even opening the eyes, you can start to tap on the summit of your head, the top of your head. And then on the forehead, we're going to go over the whole of the face. This is a general activation of the skin, around the eyes. Fingertips are on the temples, and then on the cheeks and all the lower face, on the chin, jawline, behind the ears, down the neck, and into the clavicle area, and then down the décolleté towards the heart. The final drainage. We're going to come up to the forehead and just slide the fingers from center to out. We're going to go around the eyes. This is great for lymphatic drainage. So we're going to slide across the cheeks and then around the mouth. And then the bottom of the face. And then the neck area. And massage in the clavicle area. And then bring your left hand and your right hand towards your heart center. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and just recenter for a moment. Take a few very deep breaths and just observe your face, your mind. Just letting everything descend into the earth beneath you. And then remove your hands and rub your hands together. Put your hands on your eyes and open and close your eyes into that energy. And then come out from there. Very simple techniques. There are many, many more. You can always discover these on my different offerings and websites. And face yoga is something that I discovered as I was going into the perimenopause, although it's something that I have known about for many more years. And I have to say that it gave me a lot of confidence in myself. It allowed me some form of very natural control of what was going on with my skin. I'm not saying that it's a perfect remedy, but it certainly makes you feel self-cared for a start, and also that the shine hasn't gone and that you can kind of cater for the little parts of you that really could do with a bit of TLC. It also came at a time where I was diagnosed with skin cancer and could no longer go in the sun as I used to. So for me, it was a way of regaining confidence in my skin that I probably hadn't seen without a tan for very many years. So it gives you a little behind the scenes as to why these techniques have become like part of my daily routine, but certainly saved me in many ways during the menopause. So there'll be more to come. Join us on this journey and you will discover more.